It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, we are continuing on with our metal week, and I'm not too sure about this one. I've got extra protection on today. I've been warned that the extreme metal is coming from a band called Ne Obliviscaris. And the song that we're going to be looking at today is called And Plague Flowers the Kaleidoscope. This is a song that has been requested for, I think, almost 2 years. And I've shied away from it because I've had other priorities. But on this metal week, I thought it was the right time to get into to this band, and I am happy that you are here. So this will be my first time listening to music by Ne Obliviscaris. They formed in Melbourne, Australia in 2003. They are referred to as a band that plays extreme metal or black metal. And they show influences, though, from a broad range of musical styles. They even have a guy that plays violin in the band, and a violinist in a black metal group is something that I did not have on my bingo card this week. But I'm curious, y'all. It's going to be a lot of fun. So this song, And Plague Flowers the Kaleidoscope, is from their debut studio album called Portal of Eye, and it was released in 2012. Yeah, so we've got Mark Zinnayer on harsh vocals and lyrics. Tim Charles is on clean vocals and the violin. Matt Clavins and Benjamin Barrett are on guitars. Brendan Cygnus Brown is on the bass, and Daniel Presland is on the drums. As requested, y'all, I am going to be listening to a live performance of this song that they gave in Colorado in 2016. So I think I've got everything that I need here. I've got extra protection where I need it, and we're going to give this a shot. So let's take a look at Ne Obliviscaris and Plague Flowers the Kaleidoscope. Off we go.
So as I said before, we are Ne Obliviscaris. We come all the way from Melbourne, Australia.
There you go.
We have been wanting to come here to the US for so long, and it's just absolutely amazing to have so many of you here early to see us.
2016
Thank you guys so much. We really, really appreciate it.
is when this happened.
We have one more song for you guys tonight, but before we get into that, over in that back corner over there is our merch desk, and about 5 minutes after this show, we're going to be hanging out over there. So please come have a drink with us, say
That's
hello,
cool.
and we will do our best to come back and see you guys again.
When the band just comes out and hangs with the people that came to see them. That's cool. I like that.
This one's off our album Portal of Eye. This one's called And Plague Flowers the Kaleidoscope.
All right. Starts with the violin. If it's like this, I'm going to enjoy the crap out of it. Violin, a little guitar. That's G minor, down to D minor. Lovely violin playing. Get it, Tim. Reminds me a bit of Opeth. And a little bit of Tool. Got my Tool shirt on. So far just G minor and D minor. Minor 1, minor 5. All of the camera angles here. We get to see the guys doing their thing. Play a little. Still in G. Let's see. B flat. A, where are they going? That's Ray. Headbang, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They stay in A, by the way. Down to E. Woo! Tim's hanging out on an E. Zinnier is giving us the lyrics. That is an aggressive double kick, y'all. Sextuplets. Back to C. Back to G minor. No, they're staying in A. That is some aggressive double kick, y'all. Luckily, it's not overpowering the mix, so my protection is holding for now, y'all. That much double kick. What does it add to the music? Compositionally, I don't think it adds much except for just all that noise. It takes away from the guitar solo that I'm hearing. Resolves to the 3, goes back to 1.
Thank you guys so much. I'm Ne Obliviscaris. We'll see you guys next time.
There's more song. Okay. They started in G minor, and then they finished up on Ray, the A minor, and they've stayed in A the whole rest of the time. Hair's not long enough to do the swirl pattern. And then we got a violin. On this static A minor. How interesting. Next verse. Compound 4. chill up here, but underneath it's going like that. It's heavy, but there's some great riffs. Tim's dancing. There he goes again. Talk about fluttering. Tapping. Check that out. I think they're all over E now. They were in A minor, going back and forth between A minor and E. Just on that E. Breaks in the texture of the song need to be there just for a second for us to catch our breath before shit like that happens. Holy cow. Drum camp. They're conducting with their heads. This is our tempo now. It's also interesting to have clean lyrics next to those growling, screamed lyrics, vocals. Relative major? Same thing they were doing over the A minor section. Saying two different things. The double kick is just unwavering, y'all. Hope that guy doesn't get paid by the number of times the drum gets hit. It's interesting. They were playing A minor chords and E minor chords, but off of A as tonic, and then they switched at some point and went to E as tonic, and now it's 1 and 4 instead of 1 and minor 5. Hey, Tim gets back up on stage safely. It's an amazing performance, y'all. The sound is great too.
Thank you guys so much.
It's one of the better live
We got Ne Obliviscaris.
concert clips I've
We'll be
seen in
back
a
soon, we
while.
hope. Thank you.
Okay. I made it. I made it to the end. I'm still alive, y'all. That's an amazing piece. I will say this, I am not a huge fan still of the double kick. I understand it as part of the style. I just don't understand it as a valid or valuable musical approach to what they're doing. I don't think it adds much other than just sheer noise and a wall of sound coming at everybody. And maybe that's all that it needs to be. I want to talk about the lyrics for a little bit. This last little part, I've got regular lyrics and lyrics that are in parentheses, and I believe that the clean lyrics were the one in parentheses, and then the harsh vocals were the other one. So the harsh vocals were saying, "And plague colors a masterpiece of pain, the portrait of what we are." And the other one says, "The dappled dying flowering cold gray tombs with crumbling walls, I feel our truth is laid bare." So what are they talking about here? I've read through the lyrics a couple times before recording the episode here, and then now that I've heard it, the imagery in the lyrics are quite dark. I'm especially taken with the implied usage of the words that are in the title. So a kaleidoscope. A kaleidoscope is, I think we all know what a kaleidoscope is, but it's this device that allows us to see changing patterns, changing colors via reflections and prisms. It's an enhancement to the way that we can see the world around us, right? So what is a plague? I think we know what a plague is as well. A plague is something that is highly contagious, right? It attacks living things. Normally it's a virus. It causes pain. It causes infection. And occasionally it causes your mind to become delirious, right? You kind of lose your grasp of reality. And then flowers. We all know what flowers are. And sometimes it feels like they're using flowers as a verb, and sometimes it feels like they're using flowers as a noun. And with the word plague, sometimes the usage it seems like it's different. You know, we're plaguing something instead of it being a plague, right? Really interesting. They are using religious language in this, but I think they're making a broader point than something specifically religious. So let me go back to the first stanza here. "The kings of our emptiness." That's what it starts, right? It starts with the kings of our emptiness, the flagellants align. What's a flagellant? A flagellant is a person who subjects themselves to a flogging, specifically, I think, or in general, just inflicted pain as some sort of penance or sanctification, right? To go with the religious iconography there. The kings of emptiness, I think, can mean in general any leader or any group of people or person with authority over others. The flagellants obviously are those that sacrifice, I think, their own curiosity and their own ambition to blindly follow, the kings, right? And apparently, the flagellants see these challenges that they come up and face in their daily lives as gifts somehow from their leaders or from their god. And I think what they're saying here is that they gradually see their authority figures, whether it's a king or a god or a leader, as an entity that is full of emptiness. That's why it says the kings of emptiness, right? They don't have any answers to the big questions that we have. And there's no answers as to why some things are beautiful and other things are quite harsh. And there's a loss of credibility because of that. And it reveals the emptiness underneath their shroud of authority. And in this other verse here, yet somehow we're unable to, or too afraid to break away from the destructive cycle that we are in. We let go of our logic and we succumb to our base emotions. And I think eventually the reality of our observations becomes exposed, and it becomes revelatory to us. And I think it becomes revelatory to the leaders themselves, the kings or whoever. And the last line of the song, the portrait of what we are. The portrait of what we are, the stark illustrations of our reality becomes fully realized by not only the people that are following, but the people that are leading. And everybody is affected by this. In the end, what I think they're telling us is that the paths that we choose in life, our chosen paths, are literally plaguing, right? Verb, plaguing the flowers that are around us, metaphorically, or just in, real. And it affects the metaphorical kaleidoscope that allows our, ability to see the possibilities and the potential colors that are around us. It plagues that. Our chosen paths plague that. And it reminds me that when, there are times in life where everything is perfectly groovy and normal and everything's great, but when we face extreme circumstances and intense events, we have to plumb our own depths a little bit to really find out who we are. And it's in these circumstances that our raw emotions and our personalities and priorities can come to the surface. And it reveals our uniqueness and how we connect with those around us. And so I think what's left out of the song is what happens next. How do we respond to this realization, to this knowledge? How do we begin to plant new flowers and dream of the next vision in the kaleidoscope and keep that hope in our lives? The next step, I believe, is up to us. What an amazing band, though, y'all. It's heavy metal. It's referred to as black metal or extreme metal, but it's proggy at the same time. And it's really fascinating how they use all of this flowery and evocative language, I think, to get at the underlying themes that they're talking about. And it really took me on a ride. I hope it did for you as well. I'm up for a future episode looking at more music like this. That's really fascinating to me. I could do without all the double kick, but I'm a big boy. I can take it, y'all. So we continue on with Metal Week. This was a good one. And Plague Flowers, the Kaleidoscope by the Australian band Ne Obliviscaris. It's been too long since this was suggested to me that it finally gets on the channel, but today has been the day, and I thank you for being with me as I've been trying to make sense out of this. And Plague Flowers, a Kaleidoscope by Ne Obliviscaris. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.